What is up, everyone? One Big Legger here, back in SnowRunner. I, actually, while I was setting this video up, I came up with a new series in my head, and I think it's gonna be a good one. The new series is gonna be called Bone Stock. Both these trucks are made by Pacific, or whatever. I don't actually know. Yeah, Pacific, right? Yeah. Both of them are heavies. Both of them are meant to off-road out of the factory, I believe. I mean, they're in an off-roading game, especially the yellow one here. I know it's meant to off-road. So I figured give them the same load, the same course as always. I'm gonna have to find a new course, because I'm sure you guys are gonna get bored with this one pretty quick. And put these trucks through their paces. Now, there is something I will say. This truck does not have diff lock in all-wheel drive. Out of the factory. She's dual drive axle in the rear, front is a dead axle, turn axle. Now, as for this truck, it has diff lock and all-wheel drive, engageable. Here's their ups and downs. Of course, the up to this truck, all-wheel drive diff lock. The down, the out of the factory tires are average in mud. The other truck, the out of the factory tires are excellent in mud. Now this is more for like some of you new players that are debating on what to buy. You need a big heavy truck to get the job done, and you don't necessarily have a ton of money because you're trying to play the story mode legit, and you need to know which truck is gonna do better. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and put these trucks through their paces to see which one just you buy it, throw some logs on it, get the job done. My opinion, my money's on blue. My money is on the blue one. Strictly because of its tires. It's a little bit shorter. It's a little bit smaller, which means it's lighter and it's newer. So my money has to be on the blue one. But I really hope both of them do a good job. This one sounds less recycled sound than the other one, so I do like that about this. So of course, diff lock, all-wheel drive engaged. We're gonna set off. Now I am banking on both of these trucks to get stuck. I probably should have brought a tow vehicle out here before I started recording, but we'll just roll with it. I'm gonna give these trucks the best chance they have. Do everything I can to keep them going. Doing great so far. Now this truck is more of a truck that you'd see logging. One, it's ground clearance. Two, it has a much bigger engine. And three, it is a double frame truck, which you can see right there. It's just two frames stacked on top of each other, aka making it extra tough. Now this is where I was afraid those average mud tires would play a huge role in this truck's fate, given it is trying. But eventually, well, it may. The extra long frame causes extra dragging, even though it has all-wheel drive. If I get up on top of this hill and it bottoms out, there's not much you can do. Although it doesn't seem like it's going to. It's still crawling. I will give it the benefit of the doubt, no matter what. Unless unless it fully stops, I don't want to tow them. Okay, there we go. The front axle's off. I don't know why. Now I gotta drag the trailer over. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be. Might end up needing a tow here. See if we can get grip. She's searching for it. Just gotta find it. There it is. Wiggle them front tires. And I believe that's where it's done. I'm seeing almost no movement at all. Is it due to the frame bottoming out? Or does it just have no grip? Oh, I mean, it's still trying. Can I slide it off of this dirt mound onto the other one? No. Where does it have grip? Come on. Yeah. Throttle control, gear control. Still inching. Come on, big girl. There we go. Now I kind of want to take it over this mound. Also kind of don't. I think I'm just gonna step one side on over it. She found the grip. It's somewhere. There we go. Freaking powerhouse. Okay. So far impressed with it. I've put a lot worse with a lot more through a lot worse than that. I am that guy that plays this game that will sit there and wiggle them tires for 10 hours trying to get my truck unstuck. Just to have the pride to not be towed. And sometimes I'm also the guy that doesn't go anywhere without a vehicle hooked to the front anyways. Use the winch system to your advantage. Hook one truck to another and just tow it along. Okay, and we're back. Had to go handle something real quick. Definitely a big old heavy girl, but that ground clearance does help her out. And diff lock, and all-wheel drive. My hopes for the other truck are dwindling the more I drive this one. But who knows? Can I put it in automatic? Yeah, I can. Of course, you know, this is an in-game truck. Beautiful interior. Good detail. I'm not quite sure what that is. Up there. So stop, right? I'm actually super confused on what that is. One of you could let me know down in the comments, that'd be cool. Is this thing missing the window roll down handle? It looks like it. What is this? What is this? Stop. Low air. Oh! Oh, okay. So that's when you have low air pressure. I guess that flips down? That's pretty cool. I don't have like a light or a buzzer on the dash. Okay. Go ahead and shut it off. Beautiful. And that thing sounds good. Yeah, look, there it is. Stop low air. Flips down when you have low air. Another beautiful interior. Oh no, that horn sounds cool. Okay, let's get on with it. Now, given I am testing these trucks for players that are a little newer to the game, I will be driving it like a player that's new to the game. I forgot to mention that before I took off in the other truck, but I will not be forcing it to shift gears or anything. I will just be using, common, put it in low, and just go, I guess. Not taking extremely smart lines. Yeah, that open differential is already beginning to show and hurt this truck. Ooh, is that where it's done? There's no way. Not this early. And one tire is causing all this heartache. And here we go. Looks like maybe automatic isn't going to be the worst idea for this truck. I was just afraid of wheel spin. Okay, so maybe I'm just going to have to end up shifting back and forth. Wow. Oh, I accidentally went into neutral. I messed it up there. But even then, this thing is making serious ground on what the other truck was doing. This is the mound that tells it all, though. Why does it keep going into neutral, dude? That's super annoying. Wanted to go over that mound a lot straighter than I had just did, but I didn't line it up good enough. So it seems like when one tire is doing all the spinning and the other one doesn't want to turn, if you just pop it in automatic for a minute, even though it ends up spinning the tires, it helps it. Like right there. That's pretty cool. But this thing made some serious ground on the other truck. I am truly blown away. Given it took a little bit of skill to drive, and I'm not trying to show off like a ton. Most noobs probably wouldn't have gathered that shifting into the automatic would help. But I really love the badging on these trucks. You can tell they're made in Canada. Which I give a lot of things made in Canada some mad respect. To be able to deal with that kind of temperature and still do the work it does is pretty astonishing. But I see this thing way outperform the yellow truck in the mud. So it looks like diff lock and all-wheel drive don't matter as long as you have good tires. That time I accidentally shifted into neutral. Really impressed with the blue truck. Just gonna continue on. I wonder what both of, I haven't been paying attention to the fuel, so I don't know what they're both averaging. This one has a 53-gallon tank, and this one has a 93, and this one's probably drank more fuel. Yeah, it's drank more fuel than the blue one. The blue one's also more fuel efficient, given it does have smaller tanks. Sounds really cool. It pains me to drive like this. Uh-oh. What is right there in the water? I don't know, but it's something. least I made it over it. Such habit to try and slam gears, I almost did it. Beautiful. Here's where the yellow truck definitely shines, because I mean, there's not a lot through there to not have grip on. As long as this truck has grip, of course it's gonna outperform the other one. But, you know, when these tires can't grip, I mean, there's nothing she can do. She's just a big old weight. And this thing is heavy. Given that it's a doubled frame. Just the front bumper on this thing probably weighs more than some people's cars. Come on, here we go. Through the mud pit. Not even gonna bother to slow down. I'm just gonna put it in high. Okay, that was a bad idea. Was still a bad idea? Yep, still very much a bad idea. Beautiful. Yeah, this is where this truck's gonna shine and make up for its lagging in the mud pit, or the mud holes over there. keeping constant grip. Just sliding right along. So this average, there's 4 miles to the gallon while doing that. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off the edge. Definitely not a speed demon. Not at all. What does it say? 15 mile an hour? Good job. Beautiful job done by this big girl. Definitely lacking in mud holes, but everywhere else she does pretty alright. See how this thing does. Not much to this one. I'm gonna run this one through the ruts of the old one. Just the best I can. Not bad. Wouldn't say quite as good as, well, I don't know. I feel like this is going through here almost as easy as the other one was. Yeah, that went pretty quick. So I'd say they're about evenly matched when it comes to this type of mud and off-roading. There we go, I had to gear down. As well. So it drinks half the fuel given so in full out, which one was using more fuel? The other truck had run out first. Because the other truck does not have double the fuel capacity as this one, but it drinks double the fuel. All kind of comes down to their performance, which we'll talk about up here. Come on, big girl, you're right there. Don't start slowing down now. Well, I'd have to say this one goes to the blue chuck. Reason being, in the mud holes, in the mud bog, it did better. Didn't do great on that river crossing. But you're going to come across a lot less river crossings than you are mud bogs. The yellow truck has its ups. Definitely when it's got grip, it's great. I wouldn't say it necessarily way outperforms the blue truck when it has grip, but it does do better. Downsides to the yellow one, when it doesn't have grip, it's lost. And I know that sounds weird. Well, of course it's lost if it doesn't have grip. Well, there are a lot of vehicles in this game that when you are searching for grip, they will find it and give it to you. That big Pacific, the yellow one, she ain't gonna find it, and she ain't gonna give it to you. That's your job to find it. You gotta search for it. You gotta find it. You gotta give it to her. Now, another downside to the yellow one. It's bigger. It's longer. Causes more bottom outs. It's heavier. Just causes more bog down. And it'd be a lot tighter, harder to turn around in tight places. It's just, it's a flat out bigger truck. It's wider, it's longer, heavier. Not, for certain applications, it's great. But for this one, it's not. Not for your daily run out and do stuff. Now, if I had to pick a truck to buy, to drive, to get missions done day in and day out in this game, it would be an extremely hard debate. But I think on the average trails and SnowRunner, the blue truck here is going to perform the best. Now, given you get that yellow truck over there, a decent set of tires, you level up a little bit, get it a decent set of tires, no problem. Yellow truck all day long. Not even a thought about it, that yellow truck. But with a little bit of know-how on how to use the transmission on this blue truck, definitely going to outperform the yellow truck. And if you unlock the all-wheel drive and engageable diff lock for this truck, for the blue truck, I'd still have to go for the blue truck. It does better. It handles better, drinks less fuel, given its fuel capacity isn't as big, but you gotta figure, right? If this truck drinks 4.2 gallons a minute, yeah, and you only got a 93-gallon tank, but this truck only drinks 2.2 gallons a minute, but it's got a 53-gallon tank, the yellow truck's going to run out of fuel faster. It's just the way it is. Let me see. What other, ups and downs? Can't really think of any. Blue truck's got perfect ground clearance, even though it's a little bit lower than the yellow truck. It's just, I'd have to stick with the blue truck on this one. You guys can go ahead and give me your opinion down in the comments below. But, I mean, if both these trucks were maxed out, all-wheel drive, diff lock, perfect tires, I think it would be a super close run. But for bone stock, even though it's lacking diff lock and all-wheel drive, blue truck all the way. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this one off here. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I really appreciate the love and attention. If you guys want to go ahead and donate to my Cash App to help me make new, better videos for you guys in the future, it would be greatly appreciated. But, yeah, I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.